it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hey, for the first time, subscribe, become a member of the Slashed Squad. Here I review products you won't feel guilty buying and do looks you can actually recreate at home. Today is the Halloween tutorial day. So I thought long and hard about what I wanted to do this year for my Halloween tutorial, like the main one, which you're watching now. And I wanted to do something that you could easily throw together with stuff you've already had, including the actual like costume part. So not only am I going to show you how to recreate this Scarecrow makeup, but I'm also going to show you what to use that you might already have in your own closet to actually complete the whole costume. It's super easy, as you will see if you just keep watching the video, and this is great for whether you're on a budget or you're just like scrambling at the last minute and you're like, what the heck do I do? This really makes it look like you thought things through. So if you want to know how to recreate this Scarecrow look for Halloween, just keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I have already done my normal foundation routine, so go ahead and do that as you want. But for my brows, I want them to look pretty like blocky. I'm not going to worry about making them look natural. I want them a little bit cartoony. So I'm going to go ahead and use the City Color Bold Brows Tinted Brow Gel, and I love this product anyway for everyday brows, but you can really layer it on strong to get that more block-like look. So how I do that is I do use an angled brush and I pick up the product from the spoolie like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and basically outline my brow and then fill it in completely. And the great thing about this brow gel is that it pretty much lasts all day. I haven't had a big problem with it fading when I use it for like everyday use. So if you're going to like a party or something like that, you don't have to worry about your brows coming off. So that's kind of where we want to be. You can obviously tell it's very dramatic and very blocky, but we've got like that nice arch, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. So this is where we're at so far. Super blocky chunk brows, seriously bringing me back to the days where I thought this was totally acceptable to wear every day. Those were hard times. We're gonna come back to these a little bit later, but for now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. Now for this look, there are a couple different ways you can go. I personally have like a do-it-yourself Coastal Scents palette where I've filled with their single shadow hot pots. They often have sales where these are 99 cents each, and I kind of collect shades, especially in this top row, that are not necessarily for everyday use, but they'll come in handy when I'm doing kind of an out-of-the-box look. So I kind of have the whole rainbow spectrum here, and then I've got some purples and grays at the bottom, but this would be a great way if you're really on a budget to just get the shades you want where you know you're not going to use them all the time. Like I'm going to be using yellow and bright orange, so that's a great way to save money. However, if you kind of want to play around a little bit with bold color, another great option is the Smashbox Cover Shot Bold Eye Palette. This is about $30, so you know, mind you, obviously a lot more expensive than about like the $5 maybe that you'll spend on the Coastal Scents Hot Pots, but you do get pretty much the entire rainbow spectrum here, plus some like highlight and sparkly crease shades. And obviously this is going to be great quality. It is Smashbox. It is a little bit more expensive, but if you find yourself, you know, wanting to experiment more with colors like this, and this could be a good option for you. So right before we go into the eyeshadow, I am going to use the City Color Enhanced Shadow Primer. This is in the white version. They do have like a cream colored version, but the white one we're going to be using a lot in this look because it really brings out the colors of the shadow. So I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Okay, so first things first, I am going to go into this orange shade, and I can lift it up and tell you what the name is. Bright Tangerine, and I will link these colors down below on the Coastal Scents site. I'm going to go into Bright Tangerine with a fluffy blending brush. This is my go-to for the past couple of videos. It is the Real Techniques B04 brush. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in my crease and then blend upwards. You can see these Coastal Scents Hot Pots are actually pretty pigmented, so you're getting a really good value for the price. So I've brought this shade almost all the way up to my brow. Because Scarecrows are kind of like cartoony, I'm exaggerating everything just a little bit, as you can probably tell. Next, I'm going into this yellow shade, which is called Solar Flare on Coastal Scents, and I'm going to go ahead and pat that all over the lid. And packing it on in patting motions is really gonna help retain the color payoff. Next, you just need a dark brown eyeshadow to finish this off with the crease shade, and I'm actually just gonna go into my Pixie and It's Judy Time, It's Eyes Time palette and use this dark brown. And so you can use whatever you have. And I'm gonna focus this in the outer corner, but I am gonna bring it into the crease as well. Now I'm just going in with that big fluffy brush again with a little bit of the orange on it to help blend. And then sometimes after blending, your lid shade kind of fades, so I'm just going in and brightening it back up right in the middle, kind of concentrating in the middle and inner corner here. Next, I'm going to tight line the upper waterline with the Jordana Easy Liner in black. And now I'm going to do a pretty dramatic winged eye. I'm using the Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner for this. And then on my lower lash line with the liquid eyeliner, I'm gonna draw like lower lashes on myself to kind of make my eyes look bigger and more cartoon-like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and from the wing kind of come out and make a few little lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with 3. I think that's a pretty good balance, especially once I get my falsies on top. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera. So this is where we are with the liner. You can see I've got like my fake bottom lashes on. So I'm gonna curl my top lashes and then I'm gonna add some falsies. So these are from Pure, although you can go to like Sally Beauty or even the Halloween store and they'll have pretty like crazy dramatic lashes that would be great for this look. I'm particularly using this pair because it looks a little bit straw-like. You know, you can really see the distinct lashes, which I feel looks a little bit more like what a Scarecrow would have, maybe? I don't know, a Glam Scarecrow with the lashes. But yeah, so if you can find something like this, I feel like it'll really amp up the look. I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on the lash. This is a black glue from House of Lashes. Ardell also has a dark colored glue, which I feel helps blend the lashes into your lash line better. And then remember to wait for the glue to dry a little bit before putting them on. Am I getting better at putting on lashes or what? I literally got both of those on the first try. Okay, here we are with the lashes and the eyes are completely done. Now we're gonna go on to the rest of the face and really Scarecrow this up. All right, so now we're moving on to the rest of the face and we're gonna go back in with that City Color Enhanced Eyeshadow Primer, but we're gonna put it on our nose because we're about to fill in our little Scarecrow nose with orange. So I'm just patting this onto the tip of my nose and it's gonna be sort of like a teardrop shape. So if you can get it to look like that, that'll make our next steps a lot easier. Now I'm gonna go back into the orange shade that we were using on the eyes, and that's going right over that white. So you can see how vibrant that looks over the white base. Exactly what we're going for. And like I said, you wanna keep this in like a teardrop shape. So now I'm gonna go in with the new Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Pearl. This is intense. I love using it just like as a normal highlighter, but it's specifically perfect today because it is so light. And I'm just gonna top this right on the point of the nose. There we go. Ooh, that's like my genuine excitement noise. Now we're gonna come back to the nose as well once we start adding the detailing. So right now I'm going to do the cheeks. And I'm using the NYX Ombre blush, and this is in Feel the Heat, which is like this bright, freaking orange that I never get to use, so I'm excited that I actually have use for it. I'm also using a very round brush, so I am gonna keep that kind of round shape here. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot it on the apples of my cheeks. So we're keeping that roundness. It's just not like super crisp. And you can see this blush is so pigmented that you really don't need work to get it to be so pigmented. To me, that's just like the easier way because we have a round brush. It's a really pigmented blush, so you almost get like perfect circles just by patting it on. So that's a little bit easier in my opinion than like trying to draw them and fill them in and all that. Now I am going to highlight these just like I did my nose, but I'm gonna highlight them toward the top here. Put a little bit of highlight in like the top corner. That just gives it a little bit of dimension, really makes those cheeks pop out. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and line the lips. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lip liner that's orange that is budget friendly. The one I'm using is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip, and this is in the shade 17C. I'm sure if you run through Ulta Beauty, you'll find something probably by NYX. I wanna say they have like an orange eyeliner that you can use on the lips or lip liner. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna overdraw the lips. And when I say overdraw, it's gonna be like Miranda Sings overdrawing. We're gonna bring them out a little bit wider than they normally are. And I'm also gonna accentuate the Cupid's bow here. And we're bringing the bottom just a little bit farther down as well. And I want to bring the lips to about right here, which is kind of where my laugh line is. That's how wide. I don't want to go more than my laugh line because then if I smile or while I'm talking, it could smudge the lipstick or it can, you know, look just weird. So that's as far as you want to go if you want to go out that far in general. So making those top and bottom guidelines really helps you kind of figure out where the line's going to go. Now, if you want to cut down on the amount of products you're buying for this look, and especially if you're not a big fan of orange makeup anyway, you can go ahead and fill in your lips with the lip liner that you purchased. But I would suggest definitely if you were just choosing one or the other, go for the lip liner versus just an orange lipstick, so that way you can really get this shape going. However, if you're daring and you're like, hey, let's just buy an orange lipstick, a good option would be the e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick in Orange Dream. It's like $2, $3 anyway, so not very expensive, and you get some good color out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of my lips with this. Now, something I like to do when I'm overdrawing my lips in general, even when it's like for normal looks, is mattify it because it ends up looking a little bit less weird. You know, if you have that shine on the top of your actual lip, it kind of takes away from the overdrawn aspect. So I'm just using the Pixi Quick Fix powder. It has a little mirror on one side. Now this does have a built-in powder puff, and I'm just gonna be puffing my finger and then putting the powder onto my lips that way. And obviously, like, wipe off your fingers before you go back into the powder, unless you want orange smudges all over that. And I'm going into that highlighter once more, but on like a tiny, tiny blending brush. And I'm just gonna highlight like our new Cupid's bow to make it a little bit more looking, not natural, but you know. So I'm just highlighting right over where we drew the new Cupid's bow. There we go. Oh, we a glam Scarecrow today. Okay, so here's where the real Scarecrow look comes in. I'm gonna take a black eyeliner. Again, this is the Jessie's Girl liquid eyeliner because it is waterproof and it's going all over our face where we might be sweating. And I'm gonna start outlining things, adding stitches, and making it more like patchwork style. So the first thing I'm gonna do is the brows. That's why I had them pretty blocky, because I wanna look like they're sewed on patches. So basically, you're just gonna go ahead and like draw lines out that kind of look like stitches. And they can go in all different directions. You can do like a single, or you can do like an X like that. And this is why also we didn't do a highlight shade because it wouldn't have mattered. We're gonna bring the stitches down as well. So now we got the brows stitched on, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the nose as well. So this one we're outlining. And then we'll add the stitches to the outline. And now we're gonna outline the lips in black, and we're gonna extend the smile a little bit Joker style and then add stitches. And just a reminder, this does not have to be neat. If anything, adding a little bit of like natural mistakes kind of helps the look because it's kind of like a patched together face. So we've got like the overdrawn smile, and then we're gonna add stitches on the overdraw as well as through the lips. And this is also a good reason to really overdraw the lips because then you're keeping the stitches as far away from the opening of the mouth as possible. Now for this look, you can definitely kind of just leave your hair a little bit messy, kind of wind blown because you're a scarecrow out in the woods, or you could do pigtails, which would also be cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some pigtails and then throw in a hat and kind of show you how you could style this look. I owned everything you see here. I did not spend $1 on this costume, so I used a big floppy beach hat as my straw hat alternative. I layered a white camisole underneath a chambray shirt and wore a pair of jean shorts that were patchy and ripped. And under those, I put some tights that are patterned and a little bit ripped, and then wore some brown boots. And now I have a whole scarecrow look that I already owned. And that is it, my complete scarecrow look, including some styling tips with clothes you probably already have. Like, this is literally a beach hat, but I mean, it works. If you like this scarecrow Halloween makeup and styling tutorial, hit the thumbs up button, and I can do some more before the end of October, either here or on my Instagram. Just let me know what you want to see in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, become a member of the Slash Squad. If you've done that, high five. Hit the bell icon so you know every time a new video goes live. I make videos every Saturday and sometimes in the middle of the week, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!